So this is week 10 of my fitness journey and my rebooted weight loss. So what we're going to look at today is the accountability, where I'm at. Also have a look at the week ahead and what we're going to be doing going forward. So I hope you enjoy. My name is Mark and I'm here to help you live a better, healthier life. My goal is to help as many people as possible get into shape and improve their quality of life. Now, if this is your first time here and you want to learn more about practical and effective ways to improve your health, your fitness, and your overall wellness, or if you're just interested in learning more about nutrition and fitness, start now by hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future videos ever again. Now, without further ado, let's jump right in. Okay, so accountability. Where are we this week? So last week I was 128.6 kilograms, which is 283.5 pounds. And this week I'm 129.4 kilograms, 285.2 pounds. Now I have noticed over the last 2 or 3 weeks, I've been going up and down by a couple of pounds, 1 or 2 pounds, consistently for about 3 weeks now, which is very annoying. So one of the reasons why I did the video on Tuesday is that weight loss plateau thing. I do find that every 10 or so kilograms that I'm going down, I hit a little bit of a plateau. I know some people will, struggle from metabolism, etc. for it, but I know that for me, quite often when I hit a plateau, it's because I become a little bit lax with what I've been doing. The food diary doesn't get completed every single day. I start drinking more Diet Coke than I should. I drink less water, and then throw into it, if there's ever a busy time at work and I'm getting less sleep, that just makes it even worse as well. So for many reasons, none of which are anybody's fault but my own. My wife's had surgery this week. The sleep has been a little bit interrupted. I've reached for the Diet Coke rather than having a black coffee and some water. It is one of those things where this week for me has been not the best week in the world. And I noticed that over the last 2 or 3 weeks, I have just been going up and down slightly, bouncing around that 129 kilogram mark, that 283, 285 pounds mark, just bouncing up and down, which is not the end of the world, but it is something that is a little bit annoying and frustrating. And I know I'm halfway through another month, and I certainly want this month to be a good one. So accountability, not the best. A couple of pounds, or just shy of a couple of pounds on, and like I said, that is a lot to do with my own slipping focus, I'll put it that way. And I've had these, like I said, every 10 kilograms, every 18 or so pounds as we've gone through. And it is one of those things where I know that one of my weaknesses is that I love food and drink, and it's very easy to fall off the bandwagon. It's just takes a bit of perseverance and stubbornness to get back on the bandwagon afterwards. So that's where I am at the minute. That's the accountability piece. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about the week ahead in just a second. So I talked more about getting through a weight loss plateau in Tuesday's video. And I did call out there that there's the conscious things that you do, the subconscious things you do, and sometimes you need to mix it up. For me, my weight loss plateaus are nearly always to do with the subconscious elements. I've stopped reaching for the water because I haven't been putting it in the fridge because there's Diet Coke in the fridge. It's little things like that. So this week is really all about going back to basics. And I don't mean the food. I don't mean particularly what I'm eating, but I mean keeping a food diary and tracking it. I mean putting bottles of water back in the fridge rather than the bottles of Diet Coke. All of those elements for me are what contribute to my plateaus, and it is entirely my own fault. It's subconscious. Things happen in the week, a little bit too little sleep, and I want caffeine. Coffee's a bit boring, so you get that bottle of Diet Coke in your next shopping delivery. But you don't get the one, you get 2 or 3. And then, of course, because you've got 2 or 3 in the house, you drink the 2 or 3 bottles of Diet Coke. nothing is not obvious. There's nothing there that is groundbreaking, but it's all those little subconscious things you don't particularly think about. You sit there and you go, yeah, I'll just have one glass of Diet Coke. Yeah, well, one glass won't hurt me. I'll just open the second bottle or the third bottle. And for me, those things, it is a package deal. If you get enough sleep, if you do enough exercise, if you eat the right things, and you drink the water, you will lose weight. I've found over the years, it's that simple. It's not particularly pleasant, but it's that simple. And it is one of those things that if I'm hitting a plateau, it is because I'm not doing the combination. So MyFitnessPal is going to get dusted off again this week. I'm going to fill it in every day for every meal, etc. I'm going to consciously drink more water and black coffee, and consciously not have any Diet Coke in the house. And really, for me, this week is about being back to basics. I'm still going to stick with the same diet I'm doing. I'm still going to stick with the volume eating because I am feeling full and all the rest of it. But the simple fact is, subconsciously, I've let things slip. And I do this, like I said, every so much weight, and I hit those little plateaus. And I always find, and I've always found up till now, that once I get past that, I drop quite quickly to the next plateau, and then I'll stick around there for a few weeks, and then I'll do the same thing again. I don't know what it is. I think it just comes down to the fact that I like food and drink too much, and I don't like exercise, although I'm trying to like it. And I think it's just very easy to use lots of excuses for it. And those excuses are excuses. So this week is not about doing anything radically different. This week is not about drastically cutting the calories. I probably will reduce it by 100 to 200, right? But it's about getting back to the basics: a good night's sleep, lots of water, and eating my meals spread out through over the day. So that's the week ahead. Back to basics. It's just under 2 pounds that I've put on, which is not a lot, but I have been bouncing around that kind of weight for the last 3 weeks. So back to basics this week. Head down, get it done, drink lots of water, don't get any Diet Coke in the house. I might be sounding like a stuck record in this, but I just want to say again, thank you to everybody who's been so supportive through this. If you're enjoying these videos, please do hit the like button. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. And as always, if anybody wants to reach out on social media or make a comment, I'd love to hear from you and how you're getting on with your journey. So thank you very much for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one.